Mate, what's the sort of feeling amongst the boys, the QClash? Does it mean that little bit extra this week?
Oh, absolutely it does. Every game does, but a QClash, we want the supremacy in Queensland. So this weekend we're going to go out and focus on the areas where they beat us on last time, which was contested ball, and it's probably been one of our weaker points all year. So this weekend we've got a good 6-week block coming up to finish the season, and we want to start really well. These games like this, hopefully they're going to be a lot bigger as the years go on, and this will just kick them off really well.
Do you expect any spite or any nastiness sorts? I know Steve May got you high, which isn't that easy, isn't that hard to do.
Nah.
But, do you expect that physicality and that nastiness to come out on Saturday night?
Well, the QClash is a different game compared to any other game, I believe. Game plans and that seem to go out the window pretty early on, and it's just whoever's hardest at the ball and can really get into that contest first. So I don't think it'd be nasty or spiteful, but I definitely think boys are going to be going extremely hard at the ball.
Do you look forward to these games a bit more than others? You know, considering your history on Gold Coast and that sort of thing?
I think I get asked this question every time. Not really, no. Look, what's happened. So I'll just go about my business as I do every week, and Gold Coast it's a great game to play against. So in any QClash, it's good. So.
Have you revisited that match earlier in the season? I know teams like to look forward, but have you guys looked at it and sort of relived the pain, I guess, of that loss initially? Oh,
we have a little bit. Leper, I think, said it's probably our worst loss of the year. So we've looked at it a little bit in a few of the areas that Gold Coast really got on top of us. So we went over it this morning, and when the game finished early in round 3, we went over it a little bit. But apart from that, we just tried to take a few positives out of it, but really honed in on the negatives, and hopefully we can rectify them this weekend.
You talk about how big the clash is. How much did it sting you earlier in the season?
Yeah, well, it was actually my first QClash that I'd lost, so it's not great losing any match, but against the QClash and against the Suns, you don't really want to lose it too many, obviously wanting to be the dominant side in Queensland, so a little bit.
Is there a feeling this week that you guys can sort of really put a dent in their finals hopes?
Oh, absolutely. I think I said earlier last week that if we're not playing finals, we definitely don't want the Gold Coast playing finals. It'd be great for Queensland football, but we want to be the dominant side in Queensland, there's no doubt about that.
Is that sort of something you only think of coming into QClash, or are you always measuring yourself against the Suns?
It's a good question. Not really too sure. Probably just coming into the week, I reckon. Don't really focus on too many sides during the year, just probably the one you're playing on the weekend.
How important is it to have Rocky back this week?
Yep. Pretty important, I would have thought. He's leading the club in disposals, and I think even marks as well, so he's a pretty good asset to have in.